From sky burials to blood transfusions, here are 7 shocking religious rules you have never heard of. Number 7. No use of electricity on Sabbath. When most people think of what Orthodox Jews do on the Sabbath, they imagine a group of people who dress differently and maybe eat different foods. However, there are strict rules that go far beyond that. For example, you may not use electricity on the Sabbath. This means no turning on lights, no phones, TV, or internet. And this is not just limited to the places where they worship. It applies to their daily lives. For Orthodox Jews, the Sabbath starts at sunset on Friday and lasts until Saturday sunset. This means that all electrical devices must be turned off for the entire period. If you're not Jewish and you happen to be visiting someone's house on the Sabbath, then you should also refrain from using any electricity while you are there. So no light switches, no phone calls, no TVs or computers. You can't even charge your phone. No 6. No blood transfusions. Jehovah's Witnesses have a life or death rule. They believe that getting a blood transfusion is forbidden. This is because of their literal interpretation of certain passages in the Bible, such as Acts 15:28, which says, "We suggest that you abstain from things that have been killed and from blood." Jehovah's Witnesses believe that this verse clearly forbids them from receiving blood transfusions. In modern times, this belief has put some of them in very difficult situations. There have been cases where Jehovah's Witnesses have died because they refused to accept blood transfusions. One case involved a woman named Elizabeth Categoris. She was only 17 years old when she needed a blood transfusion. Her blood type was AB negative, which is very rare. She refused the transfusion and soon went into cardiac arrest. She was placed on life support, but her family eventually decided to take her off the machines. No. 5. Wearing a kirpan. The kirpan is a ceremonial sword that is worn by many Sikhs. It is usually worn on the waist and is carried with a dagger. Many Sikhs are required to wear one for religious reasons, no matter where they are. This means that even if you're going through airport security or wearing a school uniform, you must still carry your kirpan. There are a variety of styles that are acceptable, but they all have one thing in common. The blade must be sharp enough to cut. 4. No onion and garlic. On the surface, this might seem like a bizarre diet. Why would anyone give up onion and garlic? Well, it turns out that some Hindu and Jain sects believe that these foods increase passion and cloud spiritual clarity. Because of this, they are seen as distractions from the path of enlightenment. Many people who follow this rule also avoid spicy foods and alcohol. No. 3. Extreme fasting. There are many religions that involve fasting. For example, many Christians fast during Lent, and Muslims fast during Ramadan. But these are nothing compared to some of the more extreme fasts. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church has a unique tradition. Their members fast for over 200 days out of the year. Most of the fasts last only 1 or 2 days, but they add up quickly. The Muslim holiday of Ramadan involves fasting from sunrise to sunset for an entire month. During this time, not only are people not allowed to eat, but they're not even allowed to drink. And it's not just liquids that they're avoiding. In some cases, people even refrain from swallowing their saliva. No. 2. No images of living beings. Some Islamic traditions avoid showing images of living beings, whether they're human or animal. This means that artistic depictions of living beings are often prohibited. Instead, many Islamic artists will depict objects such as flowers and plants. This helps them focus on the beauty of inanimate objects. It also prevents them from making idols that could potentially be used for worshipping false gods. No 1. Sky burial. The Tibetan Book of the Dead describes a process called bokeh rajud, which literally translates to sky burial. This involves leaving the body exposed to the sky. Vultures will eventually eat the corpse and scatter the remains to the wind. This is in stark contrast to more common methods of dealing with dead bodies, such as cremation or burial. Sky burial is meant to be a final act of generosity, as the body is given to the vultures, allowing them to survive. It is also meant to show detachment from the body. Since it does not involve an actual burial, some people see this as a more environmentally friendly way to dispose of a dead body. Do you know of any other bizarre religious rules? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe for more videos like these.